Hi guys, what's up? It's Joe Pitt here, back with another video, and in this video it'll be for Love Island All Stars 2025 Unseen Bits Series 2 Episode 13. This is the second Unseen Bits of this series. I'll leave a link down below to episode 12. Of course, there's going to be spoilers. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So we heard about, Curtis said he would be a panda if he would be an animal. Casey said Curtis might be the lemur from Madagascar, King Julian. Casey then said Ronnie could be Kermit the Frog, but Ronnie had no idea who Kermit the Frog was. Casey was saying might be a tiger, but then she was saying jaguar. Casey would be a mosquito, he said. Luca and Kaz, when they were listening to Scott and Tina's conversation, they were saying it was sort of like watching a TV, and they're getting the first glimpse of it, and they were doing this, holding, oh yeah, it is actually. Some of the boys were being girls. We had Ronnie, who was pretending to be this person called Natalie, 22 years old. Luca was pretending to be Lucia. Curtis was pretending to be Katrina, and Naz was pretending to be Nazmina, 24 years old. Then Curtis was doing Simon Says with some of the others. Then Catherine was suggesting to play a game called Concentration. Basically, you give a topic and you have to say things that relates to the topic and don't repeat them. So they were going off Love Islanders. The boys were doing fake fart noises when Gabby was leading a yoga class. Well, Casey, most of them. And then Luca and Casey went bombing in the pool. And then just splash water everywhere, but Gabby was still focused, but Olivia was this was when Olivia was back in the villa. Casey tried to throw a grape into Kaz's mouth but missed. The boys were doing makeup and then heard someone coming, and it was Ekin, so they decided to scare her. Casey, Ronnie, Scott and Luca were doing Eggy Boff with Ekin. So if you remember in Ronnie's series, it was Kieran's series, actually. And, I think he was in the same series as Kieran, Ronnie. And basically, he would just not say anything. Someone would come over, they would be, talking and just ignore the person, that they called over. And it sort of got Kieran in a bit of trouble with his missus. Casey was saying he works at Whipsnade Zoo. Don't know if that's true. And then he was, Curtis was saying, oh yeah, what's bat poo then? And he was I don't know. Well, he said poo or whatever. And then he actually knew it was guano, Guano. And Kaz was how do you know that? I was just I just know, it's interesting. He's a very smart man, honestly. And then Casey was making up that giraffe sperm is lighter than air. What? He makes up so much weird stuff that sometimes isn't true. The girls were talking about pizza toppings. Gabby said she likes tuna, which then Catherine was no. And then when Olivia was in, she was saying pineapple, and then Catherine was no. They saw a very large cockroach. They were playing I Spy. Casey tried scaring Grace, but then just said, no, that's an ick. Unseen bits of some of the date that Curtis and Ekin had. The camera was they asked questions to the camera in the bedroom, and it was going up and down for yes, and then side to side for no. They were hiding behind the bar for Kaz's birthday, but they were just debating which birthday song to sing. And then she got red velvet cake. Ronnie and Casey were trying to do this portrait mode, put them together, like hugging or something, and then pretending that they were kissing. Scott was singing in the shower. Curtis was doing a dance with Ekin and Grace. He was wanting Luca to do one, but then he was no. Luca was giving a massage to Grace and then tried tickling her feet. And then the beach hut bonanza, they were doing party tricks. So some of them were juggling, and then ab thing where you move your abs, and then belly rolling, and all sorts of weird other stuff as well. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.